Yes, people, here your boy John GK back with another reaction video, man. Hope you guys are having a blessed week. Today, Jada Pinkett Smith is at it again, man. Hey, I don't like to criticize anyone in their relationships and what they got to do in life and whatever it may be. I just don't like judging people and stuff. But when you start to hear certain patterns and hear certain things people say about a certain subject, you start to question whether they actually mean it or not. Now, there have been so many speculations, man, over the past week or so about Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith's relationship. Now, we can all sit here, criticize, judge on what this woman has to say here, what Will Smith says, back and forth, back and forth. We're always going to be doing that, but we actually don't know what the relationship is like because we're not there. At the end of the day, they're big celebrities. They probably have their own issues in a relationship, and you know what? That's normal. That's normal for people in long-term relationships, and they're married, for goodness sake. They have children. They're gonna have issues. So, first thing, I don't respect the way she comes on TV or on social media, and knowing full well that this round the table talk is going to be online and everyone's going to say, I don't like the way she kind of talks about her relationship in kind of not negative ways, but it's like you're talking about it and you're with Will Smith, probably one of the biggest celebrities in the world. It's like you're talking about it in kind of derogative manner and kind of like slaying it in a way. But then you're like keeping it reserved. It's like there's some things you don't want to say. Like, I don't respect that. You don't see someone like Will Smith coming on a social media platform or a podcast or an interview and bringing up his relationship. That shit should be private. Now, I know these women here are talking about sex, relationships, all that good stuff, but I would never bring up my personal issues or private life to the table. I would probably give some advice during, like, experiencing sex and all that kind of stuff, but I would never bring my own relationship into hand, whereas she keeps doing it, and it's quite disrespectful to a big guy like Will Smith, and just any guy in general, man. It's just annoying as hell. It's jarring. But I'm gonna react to it. I'm gonna have a look at it myself because I've seen other people reacting to it, and they're obviously like not disgusted, but they're just a bit upset with what she says. And then yeah, I'll give you my feedback at the end of the video. So I'm not sure how long this video is going to play out, but I'll stop the video when I think it's right and ready to stop the video. Obviously it's a half-an-hour video, so I'm not going to watch the whole thing, but we're just going to be reacting to maybe the moment where she kind of brings that Will Smith relationship thing up again. Anyway, guys, before we start this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you're up to date with my latest content. People, without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Okay, why won't it play? Yeah, this is on Facebook. I couldn't find any other video.
Especially for women, for us, sometimes that's a very difficult subject to talk about, accountability.
Yeah.
So we've read that you're having some of the best sex these days, which, yay! And you're 49.
Yes,
You'll be
but I'm a
50 next year.
newlywed, so it's like I'm cheating maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
So
I am too, kind of. How many?
only 3. We just had our 3-year anniversary.
Yeah, we just had our 5th.
Oh, congrats.
So,
Yeah. Me, on the other hand, down and dirty and at 26.
That's amazing.
Oh,
it's incredible.
It's hard.
I know. I'm
I
sure.
mean, the thing that Will and I talk about a lot is the journey. I mean, we started in this at a very young age, 22 years old.
It's crazy.
What's hard? What's hard about that? That's so the thing, I'm a very specific. I look for specific things. When people say something, I want to know the meaning behind it. So when you say hard, what do you mean by hard? What, the relationship's hard? That's the thing that leaves people with, what are you talking about? Like, back up what you're trying to say. Like, don't say it's hard and then not give us an answer as to why it's hard, because I'm sure there are many people in relationships that are together for 20 plus years, weddings, and they don't find it hard. So I'm trying to understand what she means by it's hard.
That's why the accountability part really hit for me, because I think you expect your partner to know, especially when it comes to sex.
Right.
It's like, well, if you love me, you should know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you love me,
You should be able to read
you
my
should
mind.
read my mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are you kidding me? Bro, these women are crazy. If you love me, you should be able to read my mind. Are you kidding me? Oh
That's
my
a huge
That's
God.
a huge pip.
Yes.
I hate that.
You know,
I hate
Isn't
that.
it weird though? It's like someone doesn't read your mind and we feel crushed. Like we feel so
How are
disappointed.
you
Why do
how are you meant to read someone's mind? Whether in your what do you mean? Just tell the damn man. What is wrong with you? Tell him what you want. Oh, you're meant to read my mind. Are you stupid? Oh, come on. These women can't be for real. Don't be silly. And listen, I don't care if they're celebrities or not. They are sounding ridiculous. You're meant to read my mind. What are you talking about, read my mind? Now, I understand a woman can give something off and act like in a way where it's like, okay, she probably wants something from me. But why do that? Just tell your man what you want. Yeah, Jordan, I want to have sex. Come on then, let's go, let's do it. Not, okay, let's wait 4 or 5 hours, see what he does. If not, then he don't love me. What is that about, man? Just tell your man.
Where do we get that from?
I don't know, because I don't feel like that at all. I guess, or maybe I've just grown out of it.
Good.
It's like you gotta tell me what you need. Like
Good.
I can't read your mind.
Right.
Because I've grown out of it too.
Yeah.
Tell me
Right.
what you need, tell me what you want, and on top of it, I know that I have to be accountable to do the same.
And do
100,
I
yeah.
really try.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable,
very.
but
What?
it's deeply healthy. And I think around sex, because it's something that we don't talk about a lot, and there's so much fantasy around it.
Right. Do you know how confused we are because of porn?
I know.
Yes.
I was just talking about this with somebody.
Porn has really messed us up in some ways.
I'm supposed to be there for every whim, every pleasure, and that the woman's pleasure doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's not even thought about.
No. And then the other layer, which I find really disturbing, is that because of
The thing with porn and sex, yeah, see, everyone's watched porn at some stage of their life. Everyone. Don't tell me you ain't watched porn when you have, yeah? When you get to a certain age, you will watch it. And because you watch it and you see real people doing it, you think that's what it's meant to be, especially when you're younger. But then you realise it's like, it's not like that at all. Like, people's feelings come into play. Porn is acting. Like, yes, they are physically interacting with each other, but it's acting at the end of the day. They're getting paid to do that act. You know, it's not like they're doing it willingly just to do it just because they want to have sex. It's because they've either got a contract or they're getting paid to do that action. It's like, it's the same thing as acting. It's the same thing. But, yeah, when you see something and you see two people and it's real, you automatically, as a person, you're going to be thinking, okay, that must be, I should be able to do that, or I should be able to try some stuff from that porn, watching porn. But that's not the case. That is not the case. Like, people, as men and women, you both have fantasies, you have pleasures 100%, but feelings come into play. Whereas when you watch porn, there ain't no feelings involved. Like, you're literally, because I've watched porn stars documentaries and all that kind of good stuff, and you know, there ain't no feelings involved. Sometimes they don't even know who they're having sex with. They turn up, they meet the guy, and sometimes it doesn't go straight. Sometimes it just goes straight. Sometimes it just doesn't like work. I mean, apparently the guy couldn't get hard on and all that kind of stuff. So it's more than just that. You know, there's way more behind it. So it's, you know, that's where uneducated young people, you watch porn, you expect it to be like that. It's not like that. That's not the case. People have feelings. People have insecurities about their own body. Sometimes there are going to be things where you step into that room they're not going to want to do. And it's going to make the whole situation awkward. So I 100% agree with them. I agree with them on that. But the mind, kind of reading my mind bullshit, I don't understand that at all. I don't get that.
imagery that comes out and the consciousness that comes out around porn, I feel like young girls are getting the message that they have to be Like that's the number one priority, right? It's so awful, and it's like it's doing such a disservice.
Absolutely.
And it's so weird. I don't know. I feel like we're living in such a weird time because we're making all these incredible advancements, and then we're going backwards and all these other. And that really disturbs me. That young girls, you can see it on Instagram.
Oh, like, absolutely.
What is this pose? Like, why are you? What is that?
Right.
And it's because that's what they think is like the metric of success, right? Like someone wants to, you know.
Right.
I'm cursing too much.
That's okay. I know your daughter's 17.
Yeah.
So speaking of Instagram, like,
yes.
Gwyneth, how do you help her navigate all of
oh my God.
that?
It's so interesting to have been raised myself how we all were, where like there was an answering machine, and like if you went out for the night, your friends couldn't find you. And
okay, guys, I'm gonna end it there. I am gonna end it there. I only wanted to really see the Jada Pinkett Smith, what she said, that one-liner, two-liner, what she said there. Like, to be fair, the rest of the conversation doesn't sound bad. It sounds very educated. And listen, like, these women at the end of the day, man, they're in the stages of their life for a reason. They are at the top. My PC's low, great. But they're there for a reason. Like, okay, they may have famous, rich husbands, and you know, especially Jada Pinkett Smith, but Jada Pinkett Smith came up on her own. She came up her own way. Yeah, she dated Tupac, and but she got to where she got to from her accountability. They're talking about accountability. They got to where they got to from, you know, their own hard work. So fair enough to them. And even this whole social media flaw, man, like porn, social media, like you go on TikTok now, do you know the amount of girls you see on there that are doing all these like bust it down and all these kind of challenges, and then men look at that, young boys will look at that and be like, that's what I expect a girl with a big bum, I expect this, I expect that. And when reality comes, they're not like, the girl's not like that. So you have to sometimes you have to take a break from social media and actually tune into the real world. Get real, like come away from that. I only really use social media for YouTube, just to post and promote some of my stuff. I don't really use it to look at other people and be like, oh, I want to be like that, I want to do this, I want to do that. I don't really tend to follow people and what they're doing. Whereas a lot of people, they follow a certain trend and they copy it, they believe it, and that's the downside of our human race when it comes to social media. It's like we see one thing, when everyone's jumping on it, everyone's jumping on it. And sometimes you just got to be the one person just to come away from it and just like do the opposite. But like I said, some of the things they're talking about are facts. The Jada Pinkett Smith, don't bring up your shit, man. Just don't bring up your relationship and stuff to the table, because when you're saying I expect this, I expect that, you're talking about Will Smith. Who else are you talking about? Do you know what I mean? You've been with a guy for more than 20 years. You've been married to the guy for what? Did she say 22, 24, 26 years? I don't know. Like, who else are you talking about? So don't bring it up to the table, because you know this shit's gonna get out to the public, you know? But apart from that, man, I enjoyed that little spontaneous video there. If you want me to react to the rest of the video, I don't mind doing that. Let me know in the comment section. Any more spontaneous videos, drama, comedy, all that kind of good stuff, let me know in the comment section and I will get to that. Guys, you were here with your boy Jordan GK, and I will see you in the next video.